Millie Bobby Brown, explosive accusations coming out that she had filed complaint against David Harbour before the final season of Stranger Things have launched. As we can see here, Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown filed complaint of harassment and bullying against David Harbour before season 5 filming. Apparently, there were pages and pages, it says, of accusations. There was an internal investigation as well. Says Stranger Things prepares to wrap up its epic journey later this month. So this is interesting timing. Several tabloid stories about behind-the-scenes problems between stars David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown have surfaced, detailing things that, in their own way, are more disturbing than anything that has played out on screen in the series. According to Mail on Sunday, Brown accused her on-screen father of harassment and bullying in a filing made before filming began in the final season of the show. Millie Bobby Brown filed a harassment and bullying claim before they started shooting the last season. There were pages and pages of accusations. The investigation went on for months. Now, one thing that I want to mention that I think is kind of important that the Daily Mail also reported that's kind of buried here. The inquiry reportedly did not include any claims of sexual misconduct. Okay. Now, we don't know anything about what those accusations were. We know there was an internal investigation. They have filmed the final season, and this happened before. So apparently, they didn't find anything that would warrant firing David Harbour. And Millie Bobby Brown was, you know, okay enough. I'm not sure how else to word it to film the final season. Now, Stranger Things has done, I mean, it's probably Netflix most popular, most valuable IP. I'd say it helped put Netflix on the map. I realize I've been there before and everything, but obviously this helped elevate Netflix to another level. It helped elevate David Harbour as an actor to another level. It launched Millie Bobby Brown's career. I mean, it's done a lot of things for a lot of people, that is for sure. And it's just what is interesting to me, a couple of things and this is why I want to talk about it, even though we don't have details, is what this final season looks like. And what I mean is, David Harbour plays a father figure. I think he actually adopted Millie Bobby Brown's character on the show. And it's going to be interesting, since this investigation was before this final season, the amount of screen time and what that screen time is like between these two actors, between Harbour and Brown. And for those of you that watched the show Castle, if you remember the TV show Castle, now what came out after that was that there were a whole lot of problems, or things that went on set between Stanya Katic. I think you gotta say her last name is Katic, right? Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. And Nathan Fillion, in terms of the same similar thing, right? There were a lot of rumors out there that she was bullied a lot and treated poorly by Nathan Fillion on set. And if you are familiar with that show, if you watch that show, you will notice in later seasons, and I think they kind of go hand in hand. That the writing, the quality of the show declined, and then went off in this weird direction. And these two characters, who are the whole show is based around them. It's based around Nathan Fillion's novelist character following this detective around, and of course they develop first a friendship and then a relationship, and then in the later seasons, and I think even in like the last, they basically they come up with some weird reasons for those two to not be together. They share very, very little screen time. So I'm curious to see if these characters share much screen time in the last season of Stranger Things as well. And I also want to point out, I think it's in, let me make sure I have this right in here. To be fair, where's oh man, of course I lost it now. But I had a quote here. Maybe it was this one. I apologize. I thought I had the right one set up, but anyway, we had something from David talking about what he's done in the past. Here it is. You either accept your path completely and realize that even the pain and the slip ups and the mistakes are all part of the journey, and that there's truth and growth, wisdom and deeper empathy and connection and all that. It's about incorporating your life into something that you can give to other people so that they can have a cathartic response to their lives. If you've never been through anything, what do you really have to offer? If I were to change anything, I'd change everything and just make my life happy and silly and like whatever, and then I wouldn't be an artist anymore, and that would suck. So yeah, this is kind of bizarre. That was a lot of gibberish. That was the type of stuff you throw together to sound intelligent, but it doesn't actually mean anything. My point being, David Harbour from everything I've seen and heard, not the nicest guy as a person. Uh, Apparently he cheated on Lily Allen. I believe I'm not sure if their divorce is final, but they're going through one. Her new album just dropped, and there are of course songs and lyrics referring to that. But the other thing I wanted to talk about this, and I'm curious what you all think in the comments below, because this is a big deal, especially with Me Too, when Me Too happened and the Harvey Weinstein and all of that. We almost went from one extreme to the other, where, a lot of people were not being believed and things weren't being done, to where all someone has to do is make an accusation with no proof and you ruin somebody's life. I mean, we saw that and we see it over and over again. I mean, there was a punter for the Bills, an accusation was made against him. The Bills got rid of him. He was out of the NFL, out of the way he makes his money. And I believe he was a rookie at the time. Turns out it all was completely made up and BS, and now he's back. But he doesn't get that time back. He doesn't get the destruction to his reputation back. You can't fix those things. And I think that's a problem as well. And I'm not saying that's what's happened here. Although again, David Harbour filmed season five. Millie Bobby Brown filmed season five. So it's, well, what was the bullying and harassment, right? We don't have those details. Is this just him being a difficult to work with actor and her being younger and the relationship they have on screen as father daughter? And that came across as maybe worse than it was. And I'm not saying that is the case. I'm asking what if, because the flip side, of course, is if there are legitimate things to this, why is he still there for season five? And then if he's still there, why was she still there for season five as well? So it's really going to be interesting to see what comes out, how this plays out with the final season coming up. Pay attention to how much screen time they have relative to past seasons. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out this video. As always, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will talk to you